Do you want your builds in The Sims 2 to look like this or this? But instead, your builds look a little something like this. Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Kristen, and I have been obsessed with The Sims 2 since launch. And although I identify more as a historical simmer, and so this build is also going to be historical inspired, specifically the 19th century, and some of you might even recognize the Sims here that we've moved in. These are the Grundstroms. This is Caroline Holloway. They recently got married, and I wanted to take you along with me as I build up their living room. So as you can see, I haven't done any landscaping, any decorating. I've done nothing but essentially decorate the outside of the house itself and throw in some floors. So what you want to do before you get started is always place your doors and windows exactly where you want them before you do any decorating. They are the base of your decor, and so they're just really important. And also, you're going to want to place your doors and windows before you do any sort of move object cheats, because in The Sims 2 that can make them essentially unusable. So before we get started, I always in the Victorian Sims like to start off with wallpaper. You of course don't have to use wallpaper, but I tend to prefer it. So we're gonna test out. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. We're gonna test out a couple wallpapers, see what we like, see what we want to start with. Ooh, I don't mind that. Are those pineapples? They might be pineapples and like apples or peaches. I don't think I've actually used that wallpaper before. I'm definitely interested, but I kind of feel like we can do better. So I'm just gonna scroll a little bit through some of our wallpapers, and of course you don't have the same ones as me because I have aggressive amounts of custom content, and you don't need that. You really don't. I'm kind of vibing this one. Like, it's nice and simple, but simple. Simple, says the historical simmer, because nothing in the Victorian era pattern-wise is going to be simple. So I think we're gonna go ahead and give that a go. And before we do anything, we're gonna start with some cheats. So some of you might be familiar with these cheats. If you're not, don't forget to write these down and use them. So of course we're going to start off with bull prop testing cheats enabled true. We don't necessarily need that, but I always start with it. And then of course bull prop snap objects to grid false. So of course without snap objects on, you're going to have to go by the grid. So as you can see, we have a grid here. We can't place anything on half tiles. And this cheat is going to fix that. So as you can see now, we can move this freely. Of course, we'll also want move objects on. And that's all. No, we're going to do one more. We're going to do bull prop, allow 45-degree angle of rotation. True. With allow 45-degree angle of rotation, you can place them at a 45-degree angle like that. So those are the basic cheats that you're going to want to know. I'm gonna go ahead and put our walls all the way up. I made the mistake and put my camera over part of the UI, so sorry for that. It's just where it is now, and it's gonna stay because I am too lazy. So I like to start on the outsides of the room and work my way in. That means I really like to start with curtains. I think curtains frame the room like bangs frame your face. Yes, I realize how cheesy that is as I'm saying it. So we're gonna go through. I kind of don't mind that. I do feel like it would need to be in a slightly different color. Let's see, can I change green? That's kind of interesting. Actually, that's just a little bit, I don't know. That's maybe a bit too extra for me, so I don't mind these. So definitely take some time, look at all of your options and think creatively about it. We're gonna do the gaudy thing and do these kind of yellow curtains, because gaudy in the 19th century, not a thing. The gaudier, the better. So obviously this is not like an interior design lesson, but more so showing you guys a process to building up a beautiful room, focusing on small vignettes of the room, small pieces of the room before you move on to other parts of the room, and exactly how to use these cheats and some other downloadables that will honestly revolutionize the way that you decorate a room. So yeah, this room has a lot of windows. I don't know, I designed it that way. I love to have a lot of windows in my living room. Of course, this means we'll struggle a little bit with the fireplace because, as we know, in the 19th century, the hearth was a very important part of living. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what fireplaces we have. I have a bunch of custom content ones. As you can see, I'm kind of feeling this one. Oh, I haven't used that one yet. Nope, that's way too modern. That's not gonna fit here. So I'm gonna put a fireplace right here. Okay, there we are. And because I use the functional fires mod from the Plumbob Keep, I am gonna go ahead and place a little fire grate in here. I think we might want a slightly smaller one. Here we go. That's a good one. And that allows your Sims to use wood to and branches and things to add to your fire, and you'll have to actually like do things to keep your fire going, which I think is a lot more historically accurate. I really love it that way. So we've placed the fireplace. This is our first piece of furniture we're doing. I am also going to focus primarily on this part of the room at the moment, since that's where we're starting. So next I'm going to choose a couch. We've got a lot of great options. That's kind of fun, but maybe a little too extra at the moment for this house. So this is a lower middle to upper middle home. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's like, it's maybe a little bit more modern than I would normally go, but look at the textures on that. Look how pretty it looks in front of the fire. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm gonna go ahead and glance at what else we have, but I think this is gonna be our winner. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with this one. And of course, using the snap objects cheat, you can place things directly in the center. And I really love that. Because that's centered, I'm also gonna go ahead and add a light in. I don't always do this first, but because we've got such a nice little space here, I'm really feeling it. Oh, my cat is destroying my carpet. Penelope! Penny. My cats don't listen to me. They just don't care. I'm like, I am nothing to them. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna place that, and then we'll worry about placing more of these when we continue on with the vignettes. So next, I'm gonna focus primarily on the fireplace mantle. And what do we have? I'm gonna do some bookshelves, I think. I really like to add bookshelves around here. I know maybe that's not the most historically accurate thing to do, especially since like your books could possibly catch on fire if you did this, and gosh, nobody wants that. But because of the way I am, I'm going to 100% ignore, you know, all common sense, and I'm gonna put some bookshelves anyway. Ooh, that's cute. I love that little bookshelf. It's so cluttered, but we're not using that at the moment. We're gonna use these extra AF bookshelves, and I think I'm going to put I normally either put a painting or a mirror above the fireplace. Today we're gonna go with a painting. I haven't decided in advance what I want to put up there, and if you didn't know, you can use these bracket keys to move your paintings up and down. I actually really love that. I wasn't expecting to, but it's really pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and place that there. And then you can't always place plants. Ooh, okay. You can't always place plants up here, or other items, but we're gonna go ahead and try and add something small, and then we're going to use a different piece of custom content that allows us to place things on the mantle a little bit easier. Yeah, I really want those sunflowers up there, but here's the thing, they don't fit up there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to surfaces, miscellaneous, And if you've never used these before, this is probably the one thing that I want you to take away from this video. So these are called OMSPs, and they are these little slots that you can move up and down at very small increments with the bracket keys. So what we can do here, we can place that right in the middle there and put our flowers right on top of it. And then you can change the color to make it invisible. Now that one doesn't fit as well as I would like. So what we're gonna do is we're going to use a slightly smaller one. Are you all ready? There we go. Let's see if we can get a thinner one. That is perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, so now we can put that right there, and then we can make this invisible. So these feel like a lot of work. I'm just going to tell you now, like, it's gonna take some time. Actually, I wonder if I can recolor that. Nope, I like the first one better. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I know this one fits really well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place a couple of these in preparation because I know I'm going to want to use them. We'll grab that one as well. Actually, we won't. We'll grab another one of these. And what I'm gonna do now is just kind of explore through some sculptures. We're gonna find some, maybe these little photos. And we're gonna grab that, use the bracket keys. And I kind of want it at an angle maybe. So we're gonna put that there. And we're gonna make that invisible. So this is probably what's going to take you the most amount of time when it comes to decorating, is using these slots, finding places for them, and just like going slowly to see all of the stuff you have in sculptures, plants, and miscellaneous to decide what you want to use. This would be cute, a little teacup and biscuit that someone left on the fireplace mantle. I really love that. I should have moved these guys up before I placed them because now they're a little bit hard to grab. Ugh. Learn from my mistakes, guys. Learn from my mistakes. Okay. So I'm gonna put this maybe right in front of those pictures. Yeah, that's cute. I love that. Gonna make that invisible. So this is, I find really relaxing. You may not agree with me. You may find this really tedious, and a lot of people do and won't bother with it, but it's something that brings me a lot of joy because I can just go slowly and think about really what is going to make this room come together, make it feel alive, make it feel like people live here and that it's well loved and used, you know? That is just something that brings me a lot of joy. We're gonna lean this maybe against the vase a little bit and make that invisible. So yeah, as you can imagine, this could take up a lot of time. We're not gonna do that. I am gonna find a couple little accessories that we can place around the fireplace just to make it feel a little bit more realistic, you know? There's something in particular I'm looking for, and we'll see if I can find it. Sometimes it's a little challenging. Here we are. And I think this will fit perfectly right there. And ooh, I wonder if we have any of those little fireplace gates, like the pretty ones that we could place there. What are you? Perfect. And I kind of want it, see, I thought I want it at an angle like that, but I don't think that's gonna work. So what I'm gonna do, ooh, does that work? It almost works. Not quite. I am just gonna place this slightly covered, just you know, to feel a little bit like it's used. I really do wish we could move objects at smaller angles than 45 and greater than 45, but you know, we gotta take what we get. This is very, very abusive of custom content in the first place. I'm not sure the white actually matches though, so I wonder if, okay, that's changing that. What are the colors we have? That or that? I think I like that. Yeah, there we go. So in the Victorian era, I know a lot of you guys are probably here because you watch my videos and you like seeing my absurdly Victorian builds. If you're new around here, this is not how you should decorate a modern home. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is absurd. Please don't do that. Just take away the cheats and the OMPS or whatever they're actually called. So we're gonna finish off our little space around here. I might move this back just a hair, and then I'm not feeling that rug anymore. I really was, but it's not doing it for me. So I'm gonna see if I have any other rugs that would be better. Because I have so much custom content, sometimes my stuff is in a bunch of different places where it shouldn't be. Like these curtains. Oh my god, those are cute. I've never used those before. I've also never seen them before in my game because I have so much. And so another thing that I would encourage you to do, I'm not feeling that, is just go through your custom content, go through your folders, look at what you have, and if you see something that you want to use later, then you can go back. You can just kind of like place it around the room. So say I want to use these books later and maybe these flowers, but I don't have a place for them yet. I'll just kind of like set them around and focus on finding them a place later. Can I? Nope, that fireplace is the way that it is. That's okay. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe a little coffee table. If we're being honest, I'm not particularly happy with the coffee table options that I have. This should probably be a little further away from the fireplace. And, I don't know. Are you guys feeling those bookshelves, or am I losing my mind? I'm not sure how I feel about them. I'm gonna go ahead and keep them though, because I'm lazy. And if I still don't like them, I'm gonna come back to them a little bit later and fix them. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more plants. I'm kind of wondering if a big plant would be okay over there. Just like my modern counterparts, I'm obsessed with plants. We are all the same. We're all the same. That's kind of fun. We're probably gonna move that somewhere else, but I'm just gonna leave it there so I don't forget about it. As I said, ooh, I'm gonna leave that there too because I like that plant. And of course window boxes are requisite, but you know, not for the indoors. Okay, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place my phone here as well. Phone, here we go. This is my absolute favorite phone for Victorian. Good grief, stop. For Victorians, I mean. If you haven't downloaded it, you absolutely should. I really love that couch. Okay. Okay. So, I think that's good. I think I might add a little chair over here just to kind of tie in the space. And then what we're probably going to do is place one of these plants behind the chair or behind the couch just to kind of see what we can do with it. And I'm wondering if this pink could go. Nope, that's too much. I know that people are going to be in the comments like, this is terribly designed. I'm sorry. I know my tastes are gaudy. You don't have to tell me. Actually, I kind of like that. It's silly. It's really silly. But the Victorian era is silly. It would never admit it. The Victorian era has quite an ego, but I'm sorry. I'm in a mood today. Okay. And then I'm kind of thinking we're going to grab you and put you there. But on the other hand, where are we going to put a light? Maybe we'll put, no, I prefer that back there. And then I think honestly feeling a little bit of one of these lights. And I'm not normally a light on the wall kind of person, but it just feels right. And that's kind of a cute light. So we can use the brackets and push them down the wall like that. So it's kind of like a nice little reading light. Although do I have you backwards? Yeah, it was, no, I didn't. Ignore me. Wait, go back. Now that that's there, I do think I want to add a little bit of artwork on the wall because this is a beautiful house and we want it to be a little bit extra. So I'm gonna just zoom a little bit further. I'm kind of feeling this here. We have a lot of beautiful ladies on the walls, but I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know. And can use the brackets to move these up. The Victorians were big fans of clutter. Big fans. And so I like to kind of, you know, oh, that's so cute. I've never seen that hat before. You see the things you learn when you have like the world's largest, it's not. I know that some people, so I've heard that there are humans in the world with downloads folders so big for The Sims 2 that they have to open their game at night and let it load during the night before they can actually play it during the day. And that just seems like that's too much for me. I honestly think that's too much for me. And I just like to play The Sims in small moments. And the thing is with these rooms, I take so long to design them. Some of the bigger houses are month-long projects for me because I will just focus on small spaces in the home at a time. So I'll spend a day or an hour even focusing on this little room itself, and then I will come back another day, usually because my texture memory runs out pretty quickly, and I will focus on other things. So of course, because this is also the Victorian era, I kind of want a beautiful little musical area right here. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save, because my game has been crashing a lot today and I would cry if I had to redo this. Honestly, I would probably scrap the video and just go cry in a corner somewhere. Oh, that's kind of sad. I have this beautiful piano. I'd love for it to be at an angle like that, but it blocks the doors too much and we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that there, and we are going to maybe have a harp. So if you don't know, I actually play the harp, and so I find it really enjoyable when people include harps and things. So where do we want the harp? I'm gonna do a really stupid thing and put the harp by the window. So you should never place your harps in direct sunlight because it will affect their tuning and you'll have to tune your harp so many freaking times. But that's another story. Gosh, I can't figure out where to put you. I really like it here, but it's in the middle of the room. It should have a chair by it, but we're gonna leave it there. And instead, we need some more money. Avert your eyes. Oh. Avert your eyes. You're seeing nothing. I'm not spending all of our money and then some on the living room. Not even in a little bit. Nope. I would never do that. Okay. And so when you're placing chairs around tables, you're going to need to do bullprop, snap objects to grid true this time, and you don't need to turn max move objects off, just so that your chairs slide into the table when you're in live mode, because it might not do that otherwise. Kind of feeling this. But what we could do is get like a little card table. I wish we had whist in The Sims 2. That would be fun. What do we have here? A chess table. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna put... Oh, it doesn't... Ugh. Oh wait, no, that's fine. That's fine. Why can't you be centered? Sims 2 fans everywhere die a little inside because nothing can be centered. What is these? Ooh, Ooh, a jewelry box? That's pretty. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we're gonna grab some chairs. I'm kind of feeling these guys, just because it matches that chair a little bit. And we're just gonna place these around here, and then I kind of, the harp's gonna have to go back out here. I think it's a good place for a harp, in the middle of the room. As a harp player, anywhere is a good place for a harp. It's so not true. My harp teacher somewhere is dying inside. And then I want some different chairs over here. So I'm gonna go back a little further. Ooh, yes. Yes. Some of these Victorian items just have the most beautiful textures and stuff. I mean, gosh, it's incredible. And then, okay, I need to turn prop snap objects to grid false back on. And I'm gonna place this here. And so as you can see, if we go back into live mode, all the chairs go back in their proper place and things are right in the world again. And then we are gonna go back in and finish off some of our little spaces. We've of course actually worked on a couple different spaces here, but we've really just, you know, taken the initiative to focus on creating the basics. And we're gonna go back. I usually do a lot of the artwork last. I don't think I'm feeling that one. Sorry, you guys are probably hearing a lawnmower outside. I can't do anything about that. It's not my fault. Don't yell at me. Every YouTuber ever, don't yell at me. Oh, yeah. If you have a YouTube, you probably understand that and feel that very much. I have quite a lot of big paintings. And, ooh, I'm feeling some of these oval paintings. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. We're gonna use these to, the brackets to move that up a little bit. And then, oh, there's a clock. I kind of want to put the clock here. No, it's too much. It's too much circle. We're gonna put the clock above the piano. Actually, I kind of like that. You can pretend that it's like a metronome and you're keeping time. I'm so bad at keeping time. Okay. And then I'm kind of feeling another one of these like little cluttered ones, but they might all be too big. Yeah, I don't think any of those are gonna fit. Ooh, another clock. Okay. So we're gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna put that there. And then of course, we really do need something for tea in this room. So I'm thinking maybe a little side table, a little end table right there. And we're gonna put one of these teacups that I can use. So I have some tea that I've downloaded from custom content that of course can be placed anywhere, and you can serve tea from them, which is, oh my god, so cool. Custom content for this game, like, it's incredible. I have no words for how obsessed I am with it, and most of you are probably very aware of that at this point. Okay, I'm kind of feeling one of these round ones maybe. I might regret that. Let me just look at what else we have. Oh, it's a doily. It's not fancy enough for this room, but the doily. I've got some of these. Some of these. You know what? I'm gonna stick with what I have, and then I'm gonna go to appliances. And who said you can't, like, have kitchen appliances elsewhere, you know? And that is perfect. I'm probably not gonna go ahead and add any more clutter. I might add another tiny rug over here, so I'm actually gonna go into my rug section, which I don't use as much. We're gonna totally not give ourselves more money, and we're gonna find a nice little round rug to place there. I really could use more rugs. If you guys have places for rugs that you're just absolutely obsessed with, can you let me know? Because I always think I have enough rugs and I don't. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add another one of these lights. above the table here. And oops. And then one more thing. I kind of want to decorate up this piano. So we're probably going to use some more of those slots. We're going to get some small plants maybe? Not you. Tiny plants. Ooh, pillows. Can I put pillows there? Does that that makes no sense, right? Like, I kind of just want to have these pillows in this corner for people to sit on, but why would people be sitting on pillows on the floor in this nice of a house? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Ooh, spectacles. I kind of want to place the spectacles. Yeah, I'm gonna place the spectacles. I'm gonna leave those there for now, and then I'm gonna finish finding the plants that I want, and we're gonna come back to that. Maybe a rose. I like the rose. Okay. Let me go get some of these. Wait, this is the wrong space. Okay. And I'm gonna go back to these ones. I'm gonna place them up a little bit higher so I can actually see them. And we're gonna put a rose on, oops, here. And let's see if this works. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. Okay, time for the little spectacles. I love when stuff like this, like, actually works. Place them like that. Oop. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Oh, it's perfect. But now I want some sheep music. So, let's see. I know that I've got, ooh, mail. Here we go. That's perfect. We're gonna pretend that it's sheet music. So we're gonna go back. This is honestly my favorite part, is just placing all of these really fun little finishing touches everywhere, because they really pull a room together, you know? So this part of the seat might not be usable, but like, come on, it's a book. It's so cool. But generally, you will be surprised at how usable these rooms actually are. Oh, do you see that? Oh my god. Actually, are there pages, or is this just a cover? Okay, there are pages. Cool. I was about to be like, meh, but who am I to talk, because I can't create any of this stuff. Like, absolutely not. Okay. And then, dang, now I'm kind of wanting another plant in that corner, so no, I think I'm gonna put a plant closer to the piano. Perfect. We're gonna make that invisible. There we go. And like, yeah, you can probably now understand why it takes me so freaking long to do a build, because I put a lot of this stuff everywhere, and it does take up some space, and it takes up some time. And all right, we're gonna do another plant, and then I'm done. Maybe. I'm probably not done. I'm probably gonna even add more things, because I'm a little bit crazy about adding things. Ooh, I love that. Can we place you here? Is that gonna be too tall for people to hang out? And it's too tall. I love it, but it's too tall. Let's do that. No, I don't like that. I'm so picky. Ooh, let's add a little window plant there. That is perfect. So yeah, as you can see, the room is very extra, but for my middle and upper class families, this house is probably more upper middle than lower middle, and I know I said they would be lower middle, and as you can see, they have a cute little life here. They have a little table in the back for games when guests come over. The chair is actually still usable even with the book on it, which I really love to see. And I think we've been able to make something fairly beautiful out of this this little space here. So this is more of like a front parlor than a back parlor. But yeah, so I think that is probably all we're gonna do today. If you guys really like these building videos, let me know and I can take you guys along when I do some more builds or maybe when I finish off this house. And then you can see the ways that I style my rooms functionally for Victorian era gameplay in other parts of the house as well. And I can even show you some landscaping and stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad that you're here and interested in learning a little bit more about decorating in The Sims 2 and decorating in a more historical style. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.